שמעונה אחינו בית ישראל, היום 1950 שנים שנחרב בית קודשנו ותפארתנו, נפלה תרת ראשנו, אוי נא לנו כי חטאנו. Today we are observing 1,950 years since the destruction of the second Beit HaMikdash. The Beit HaMikdash, as the Talmud tells us, the first Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of three main reasons. Chachamim tell us, because of the three cardinal sins. Gilui arayot, inappropriate relationships, murder, and idol worship. The second Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of one reason. Sinat Chinam, which means baseless hatred. You know what baseless hatred is? Baseless hatred is when someone does something to you and you hate them more than what would make sense to hate them for. Meaning, if someone does something wrong to you, there is some type or some amount of discomfort, of dislike that makes sense, and you need to work it out with them. But when someone does something to you and you should only take it to this level, but then you are just pushing it up to another level of more dislike, more animosity. Because of reasons like that, families get destroyed, friendships are ruined, communities are ruined, and the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. This morning, we read Moshe Rabbeinu's rebuke to Bnei Israel. As the Or HaChaim puts it, exactly 36 days before he passes away. Who was he rebuking? What was he rebuking them for? He was rebuking them for all of their complaining along the whole travel in the wilderness. But who was he rebuking? Who was he talking to? He was talking to the children and the grandchildren of those Jews who sinned. So what's his whole speech based on? The Sfat Emet explains that there's a concept of Zechut Avot. Zechut Avot means a merit of our ancestors. That means good things that they did are able to pass on to us. Merits that they instituted, able to be passed on to us. As soon as we tap into the same good deeds that they did, ours are expedited and elevated at a much higher level because of the concept called Zechut Avot, merit of our forefathers. He says it also works the opposite way, unfortunately. Unfortunately, when an ancestor does something wrong, also the punishment gets carried over to the following generations. It's primarily on the condition when the following generations are following in those same wrong footsteps. So the Sfat Emet says, you know who Moshe Rabbeinu was talking to? He was talking to the children and the grandchildren of those who sinned. But he was talking to them as if they did it because for the very fact that the Jewish people did not merit of entering the land prior to those 40 years of decree, it's because of them, and it's to warn them not to follow in those same exact footsteps. In the same light, the Talmud tells us, every single year the Beit HaMikdash is not rebuilt. You know whose fault it is? It's our fault. The Gemara goes further to say it's as if it was re-destroyed every single year. 1,950 times so far. So we can't blame the past. We can't blame our parents, grandparents, and ancestors. We can't even blame the generation it was destroyed in. It won't help doesn't help at all. We can only blame ourselves. This day of Tisha B'Av, is dedicated for us 24 hours. No business, no friends, no family, no work, no nothing. Only tefillah, only teshuvah, but most importantly, putting in our minds the description and imagining what it was to have a Beit HaMikdash and what we are really missing. How lacking we are as individuals and as the Jewish people as a whole. The world is missing something great. And let me tell you a secret. It is only us who can bring it back. Each and every one of us has to pull our own weight. Each and every one of us, when we do something right, we are putting back a brick on the Beit HaMikdash, preparing it to come back. Just as a review, there are 5 things that we're not allowed to do on Tisha B'Av. First category is no eating and drinking. Second category is no washing or bathing. The third category is no putting ointment, any oils or creams. The fourth category is no marital relations. And the fifth category is no wearing leather shoes. B'ezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take our fast, our teshuvah, and our tears and our hope for salvation, B'ezrat Hashem, to hasten the Mashiach, to come in our very own lifetimes. Amen.
Amen.